Hey, I don't really know how to like begin a video like this, but yes, I'm getting off trail. It's kind of sad, but I've kind of been sitting with it for like a week now, so I'm not as sad as I was like a week ago. There's been some people who have been really nice and supportive, and I obviously owe like people an explanation. So that's kind of what this video is going to be. There's kind of a long list of reasons. To put it plainly, the pros of going home kind of outweigh the pros of being on trail still and finishing. So basically, there's kind of like two big groups on like why I'm getting off, which is like the trail part and then the home part. I love this trail. Like, I don't love it any less than the other trails because I love through hiking, and I'm always going to love through hiking no matter the trail. But I mean, this trail has for sure been more physically taxing on my body than the other trails, and I'm not saying that's going to be the same situation for everyone who does the CDT, but this one, just for me personally, has just been a little bit more difficult and definitely more of a mental battle than the other two like through hikes that I've done. It's just been a little bit more taxing on my mind and body. It'd be really, really difficult for me to go another 1,500 miles or however much it would be exactly to the border of Mexico. I don't think of it as quitting. You can really ask anyone in the thru hiking community, and not once have I ever heard anyone say, oh, she's quitting, or we don't even view it that way. So like, I wouldn't even take this as I'm quitting the CDT. And if I were you, I mean, I don't really care what you think. You can think whatever you want about me. But it's more so just like getting off. Like, that's what thru hikers will say about other thru hikers. Oh, they're getting off trail. Because that's really what it is. Like to be honest, like, it's still a huge accomplishment. So I'm not robbing myself of an accomplishment or being able to say I did it. Like, that really is the one pro of finishing the CDT, is to be able to say, oh, I did another whole thru hike, like border to border. But I don't really care that much. Like, I'm still proud of myself, so I'm not like missing out on anything. And I know I'm gonna do more thru hikes, like probably like 1 or 2 monthers like in the future, so it's no big deal. I'm not like missing out on something insane. But yeah, it's just, I figure like if I'm gonna keep doing something for another 2 or 2.5 months, like I better be so in love with it, excited, like having so much fun. I mean, I was on the AT, like of course it was really hard and it was really challenging and fill in the blank, yes. But it was different, and like there was, I don't know, I liked the trail a little bit more. Like the CDT, there's things that I don't like about it. Obviously, like there's things you like and don't like about everything, but the CDT is just, I don't like the feeling of being completely alone. Like the AT, you're 2 to 3 days from a town every single time you go back on trail. And even when you're on trail, there's cars, there's roads, there's people everywhere. There's never a section. People want to say the 100-mile wilderness. It's not 100-mile wilderness. There's roads and people everywhere, fly fishing and stuff like that. So you're never in the middle of nowhere on the Appalachian Trail or the Benton MacKaye Trail or whatever else. Like out west, like I don't like that feeling. Like I'm scared. I get scared. I just because I've done this like however many times, I get scared at night. I'll say it. Like, I get scared. And honestly, I had my first really scary hitchhiking story like a couple days ago. It was like really my first time that I was thinking to myself, like, I'm gonna have to jump out of this car. Like, it was my first really scary hitchhiking experience, and only that I've ever had. So there's just things like that out west that like, it's just not like that on other trails. And I'm not saying I'm never going to do anything out west ever again. I think all of it just kind of adds up a little by little like this. And it was a couple weeks ago. It was right around after the Basin. I started to feel this way. But I didn't think about it. Like, I didn't think about all of the reasons like this until like Backed Up had said something. To put it simply, this trail is just, it's different. And for like where I'm at right now and like how hard it's been on my body and my mind, like the like reasons of hiking the CDT is just not aligning with like the circumstances. I'm trying really hard to put it into words, but basically I'm not going to keep doing something for another 2 or 2.5 months, spending thousands of dollars. You know, I'm 23, I want to save up. I'm not going to keep doing something for however long if I'm not in love with it? Like, why would I do that? Like, my mom made a good point. It's like, if you pick up a book, and you're not in love with it, just put it down and find a new book. I mean, there's people who could look at it like, oh, you need to finish what you started. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not that black and white. And this book costs money to read. So I'm not going to finish it if I'm not like in love with it. And it's definitely been different than the other trails. And I do love how different it is because I'm growing in ways that I haven't grown from other trails. But that's kind of like the trail half of like why I'm getting off. And I love this trail. I love through hiking, and I'm always going to love through hiking. But this trail has just been a little bit harder on me. And that's okay. And again, I'm not robbing myself of challenge, and I'm not quitting because it's hard. Like, I've put myself through so much stuff on all my through hikes that have been hard, and I've persevered through a lot in life for a 23-year-old. The reasons for going home, like, I have been wanting to move out for a while. And like I said, like, it costs thousands of dollars to keep doing what I'm doing out here, and obviously it costs money to move out, and I want to move down south, and I would like to get 2 jobs when I get home and just kind of move out as soon as possible. It's not the easiest thing, like it's not hard, it's another reason to think about like getting off trail, because if I were like had a house and I wasn't trying to progress my life in that way, then like it wouldn't be like something I'm thinking about out here. But of course I'm 23, I still live with my parents, so when I'm out here, naturally I'm thinking about, well, I do need to move out. So that's just another factor. Let's say there were no factors and there were no reasons to want to move or progress my life, like let's say I'm stable, married, whatever, fill in the blank, then that probably wouldn't be a reason. But it is a reason. It's a large reason on why I'm getting off trails. There's just more reasons to go home and kind of work and progress that area of my life than there is to stay on trail and do something that I don't essentially want to do for another 2 or 2.5 months and pay for it. It just makes more sense logically. And I'm trying to think responsibly. Like I said, like it was right after the basin, I kind of started to feel this way, kind of burnt out, and you kind of hit that point where it's just every day kind of feels like, you know what I mean? It's not, oh, what's today gonna bring? And not that I don't love it, it's just, it gets really hard sometimes. And especially when you have things in your personal life that you want to work on. And I felt a lot of relief when Jaden had said one of the days we were hiking, like, what if we float around the idea of getting off trail? And he listed all of the same reasons that I was thinking about. He has all the same things that he wants to do at home. He wants to, progress his life, and he wants to join the Orthodox Church, and he has a list of things that he wants to accomplish at home, and he feels the exact same way as me out here. So I felt a lot of weight kind of like lift off my shoulders that he felt the exact same way as me, and I didn't even say anything to him about it. He just kind of knew and said the same thing as me. So I'm really lucky that he feels the same way. I don't feel as bad or guilty. If you were really interested in my hike and you were following along and you're upset that I'm getting off, I'm sorry. I feel really bad, but at the end of the day, I'm going to do what I think is best for me in my life. And I couldn't be more grateful. I couldn't be more grateful for through hiking. I just couldn't be more grateful for through hiking. I genuinely would not be who I am without it. I think just because it's so spiritual, at least for me, it kind of does things to me, and it heals me, and it gives me an insane amount of clarity. And I wouldn't be where I am today without it. I've always envied people who just knew what they wanted to do with their life, and I've never been that way, and I've always struggled with just accepting where I am and understanding that God is working, and he's working behind the tapestry, and I can only see the blank side of it. But I don't know, I think through hiking has really helped with kind of understanding that without it, my future wouldn't be what it needs to be. So that's kind of a positive note. I wish I could have been married at 18. I'll say it. I'm so jealous of all the girls who got married out of high school. I wish that could have been my life. I feel like everything would have been so much more simple if that would have just happened to me. But that's not my life. That's not God's plan. And I'm so grateful that that's not my life, because look what I have been able to do. Look what I've been able to do with my youth. Like, I feel like this is the best thing that could happen to anyone. And I'm so grateful that this is happening to me, because I feel like I've lived more of a life than a lot of the other 23-year-olds or anyone in their early 20s. And that's not to brag or anything. It's genuine. Like, I'm grateful that I've lived a life where I can do 3 through hikes, by the time I'm 23. Like, that's awesome. I'm so lucky to be able to say that I've done that. Even if one's not finished. I mean, really, I still hiked from the Canadian border to Colorado, which is still an accomplishment, and I'm proud of myself. So yeah, to put it in the big picture, here's kind of just reasons why, this trail isn't kind of the same as the other ones, and that's okay. But that, on top of the fact that I have things at home and in my personal life that I want to progress, that's really the reason why I'm getting off trail, to put it simply. And yeah, I'm sorry if I am letting anyone down, or you're interested. I will definitely be doing 1 or 2 monther through hikes, probably like 1.5 monther through hikes, like later in my life. I don't know how many years away. But I'm not gonna stop doing what I love. So I'll definitely like make videos if I ever do anything else again, or when other through hikes or whatever I'm doing traveling wise. I will definitely make videos, like vlogging it, and I'll put it on this channel. So I don't know how far in the future that's going to be. If you want to just like unsubscribe, I don't really care. But if you want to stay subscribed, and then maybe like do the notification thing, and then someday when I'm on another trail, it'll pop up, and you can watch that journey. I don't really know. I don't care. But yeah, I'm not just going to never post on here again. I'm going to continue making videos about my through hikes. I just don't know when the next one is going to be. I guess thank you to whoever's been following along and supporting me. I appreciate it, and I like every single positive comment. Not the weird ones, but the nice ones. So I really appreciate that. And yeah. If you want to follow me on Instagram, where I post pretty regularly, I'm going to be posting like a little snippet video, like 1.5 minute long video of my through hike. I could probably actually just put it up on the shorts here on YouTube. But my Instagram is Lindsay with 2 L's. I'll put it in the description, but it's Lindsay with 2 L's. Lindsey, not AY. It's spelled correctly. Lindsey _ Nicole. Nicole. So Lindsay with 2 L's, Nicole. That's my Instagram if you want to follow me. And yeah, that's all. Thanks.